Hi everyone, welcome to the Working Athlete podcast. Today we have with us Major General Dr. AVK Mohan, Alapati Venkata Krishna Mohan, sir, who recently retired from Army Medical Corps, and he is a mountaineer, motorbiker, runner, cyclist, and a paraglider. Among maybe these are all only a few things that he has done in his vast experience as an adventurer. It is a pleasure having you on the show, sir. Welcome to the Working Athlete podcast.
Thank you so much, Venki, for coming all the way from Bengaluru. And it's a great meeting you after our TFN in 2015.
Yes, it is a pleasure meeting you, sir. Um, I want to use this opportunity to kind of capture your journey so far and the various adventures you have done along the way. So I am curious as to what was your relationship with sport growing up?
It goes back to my college days because I wanted to join army as a doctor. So I used to be very thin when I was
You
a
still are.
no, I reduced quite a bit, and so in the college days, I was worried whether army is going to accept me or not. So I took up the bodybuilding and the weightlifting just to improve my the physical, you can say, the structure. Otherwise, medical college, those days, people they used to do the racket games and cricket and all those things. So, in the bargain, I became Mr. College of our medical college
Wow,
and weightlifting champion for 2 years.
amazing.
So that's how you can say, I used to practice with all those national level weightlifters and bodybuilders in the district, the sports center, where our coach used to be a nice trained coach.
Okay.
So I had a great exposure with all those people who were participating in the nationals.
Right.
So after the college, then of course, I had to stop these bodybuilding and all because pre-final medical curriculum, it's a very, very tough and difficult. So then during internship, I got selected for the army, and immediately one day after finishing my internship, I was commissioned as a captain in Secunderabad, military hospital, Secunderabad.
Okay.
So I was not a runner
Mm-hmm.
because I used to do the other kind of the physical training during the college. In army, running is one of the very important part of the tests one has to qualify. So we have two forms of periodical tests. One is called Battle Physical Efficiency Test. It's called BPET. So that's done in combats with the weapon, personal weapon, and the pack, and with the big boots, with a helmet, and one has to qualify periodically. And the other one is called PPT, Physical Proficiency Test. So that's done in our PT kit, and it has again running and the jumping and the bend and stretch and pull-ups, then sit-ups, like that. So though everybody is a trained soldier, but the moment it's announced that yeah, we are going to have BPT, PPT, it's kind of a nightmare. People they keep discussing, "Arey yaar, we have to run BPT, PPT." So I believe in that SWOT analysis: strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and the threats. So I believe very sincerely that one has to convert the weakness into strength. and convert the opportunity threats into opportunities to excel.
Hmm.
So that's why I thought, so everybody is, though everyone is capable, but still people they are worried, हमको दौड़ना है. So why not make this as my strength? So then I started running. So I used to do solo runs, weekends, long runs, and so that's how the running started. So I used to practice, and I used to come in excellent.
Amazing.
So as a doctor. So in fact, in Sri Lanka, after the first 15 days of the operations in Jaffna, so we stopped near Point Pedro. So there was a break. So I thought, okay, relax, because I was the team of our medicals. So I said that relax, then do your duties, and but then the moment you give that break, so people they start misbehaving with each other and pulling others' legs. So I saw, then I thought it is not the thing. So I started the runs in Point Pedro
Hmm.
with a rifle 7.62 loaded and cocked, carrying on my shoulder. And I used to take my entire team for a run for 1.5 hours. And after that, everybody is tired and they used to eat and sleep.
No energy for mischief.
Yeah. So there also I didn't stop the runs. While in Congo, I was there on United Nations mission for 1 year. We started a level 3 multi-specialty hospital there. It's still running there in eastern DRC, Democratic Republic of Congo, bordering Rwanda. It's called Switzerland in Congo.
Right.
So there also I used to, because a lot of infight was going on between various factions, and so that's why United Nations was there to ensure the peace. So there also I used to run every day, and on an Army Day, 15 Jan in 2006, I thought let me do something different on a foreign land to commemorate our Army Day. So I ran 26 kilometers from our hospital location to another place called Sake.
Amazing.
So I didn't stop the runs there. Then I went to J&K. It's a place called Akhnur near Jammu. I went there as a commanding officer of a very busy hospital. So I was to be very, very busy. So because of the previous incidents happened, so all outdoor activities were stopped. Everyone was confined to within our own campus only. But there I started again the runs, and it is I think it's happened for the first time in the history of Army Medical Corps, where the entire hospital we did half marathon and full marathon.
Within the premises?
No, we went out, and we used to every Sunday, weekend, except those people who are on duties, it is like a teamwork, no?
Right.
Everyone.
Right.
They never thought of that they can run even more than 5 kilometers, which is mandatory. So we did half marathon and full marathon. Then I moved to Lucknow as in charge of the training team. So I was a full colonel that time.
Right.
So already 50s, and so there I used to go again weekend for my runs, and I used to run whenever there's a BPT. I used to run 8 days with different battalions, and I used to come first. So there I started my cycling journey again, which I didn't do after the college. Because
Right.
college days we used to go on cycles only to medical college.
Correct.
And people they used to appreciate. See, look at those medicos with white aprons on the handlebar going, and so nowadays even school kids they don't want to ride a bicycle. They want to go by a two-wheeler.
Correct.
So in Lucknow, that was in 2008. I thought, let me restart my cycling as a cross training for my marathons. So then I got the BSA Mac, and it is a road bike only, the
Correct.
original form.
Yes.
Yeah. original form. So after that, I moved to command a multi-specialty 600 bedded hospital in Tejpur, Assam.
Mm-hmm.
So there also I used to run my entire hospital team. They used to run. I think that was the only hospital in the history of Army Armed Forces where everyone, including specialists, lady officers, used to come in excellent as I was running BPT and PPT are concerned.
Right.
So there I used to run, and weekends I used to cycle all around, cycle to Kaziranga twice,
Mm-hmm.
the original form of BSMAC.
Correct.
All solo.
Was it a single speed or
It
there
was
is
a single speed. It was single speed.
It also used to come with 6 speed or something.
No, it was a single
Single
speed
speed.
only. Single speed.
But with
Yeah.
the road handlebar.
Yeah,
and
road
stuff,
handlebar and drop down, and so I used to do solos. Then I came to Chennai. There my actual the real cycling journey started. So after coming to Chennai, that was in 2004 December, I used to run with one of my
2014.
yeah, one he looks like you.
Mm-hmm.
He's a very famous person, the man who runs bare chest and barefoot. He is Vishwanathan Jayaraman.
Okay.
So he is the one of our very, very senior retired Air Force honorary flight lieutenant, his son. And he is the elder brother of my student in army who is brigadier now. He is his elder brother. He is a product of Kanpur IIT, and he was the chief financial advisor of Southern Railways.
Mm-hmm.
So there I used to run with him every day 31 kilometers on Marina circuit.
Wow.
So weekends I used to again explore
On cycle.
entire city and outskirts on my same BSM Mac. So once I was riding to Mahabalipuram, then I saw these MNC, there were some guys from Asian country. So I saw them on the bikes and speeding up to that place called, now it's called Mamallapuram, Mahabalipuram.
Right.
So then I thought, yeah, then so see in the single speed, that too original form of BSA mag, you can't ride faster.
Right.
Then I thought, yes, let me buy a proper sports bike. Then I was referred to the pro bikers in OMR.
Suresh. Yeah.
Then I went and met Suresh Kumar. So he doesn't know about me. He thought that some army guy came, and not much kind of response. Now he's one of my best friends,
Right.
Suresh. So then initially thought of going for a Fusi sportive. The next day we went to Mahabalipuram in the same my old bike, and with a few, and one lady also came, and her husband, she's an iron lady,
Uh-huh.
and she did triathlons, and her husband presented a bike on her 51st birthday. Already she was a grandmother. So she was riding the same bike, which I already narrowed down to buy.
Right.
Then I said, yeah, lady riding this bike, and somewhere, I don't know, I must go for a higher one. So then I went and told Suresh, I want the best bike. And his new showroom was coming up.
Mm-hmm.
And I think in Nungambakam somewhere. I said that let me be the first bike from that new shop. So then that shop was inaugurated by none other than Mr. Sundarajan.
Wow.
And the first bike of that shop was handed over to me. That is a Merida 5000 Sculptura Ultegra 11 speed and full carbon bike. That was the first carbon Merida bike of Chennai. Even I didn't see the bike. So the Suresh handed over that bike to me, and along with his father, Mr. Balasundaram. So that's how the long distance. Then I was riding on OMR, and so I used to greet the people who are riding. And so one day, after buying that bike, I came across two riders on OMR. One is Ashish Tadani.
Hmm.
He is that famous Chiklo Cafe.
Correct.
So Ashish Tadani, another the Flying Elephants, that motivational speaker, very famous, world famous. The lady, she is Kirtanya.
Kirtanya.
So I met these two people and I was just discussing with them, and he said that okay, we have a coach. I said, that coach? Yes. He said that he is the only international certified coach in the country. Okay, I said okay, because I was not much into the active cycling those days, and that happened. And next day I was going to Hyderabad by road. Pleasant surprise. The next day early morning, I got a call. I said that I am Srinath Rajam. I'm calling. I said I thought somebody. Okay, and so that's how my real. So he was my mentor and my coach, and we joined that Chennai Joy Raiders. And there, so I generally I don't get satisfied with what I am doing, so I look further.
Right. So
Because,
Mr. Srinath Rajam, as it turned out, was a mentor for
yeah,
so many people,
yes,
not only in Chennai, but,
yes,
around the country.
yes,
So he's such a wonderful gentleman.
yeah.
Yeah.
But he had two different groups. One was the Joy Raiders for all types of the cyclists, and other one he had
Madras.
Madrasans
Yeah,
for
Madras.
the speedsters.
Correct.
So then I started another subgroup called Mad Max Gang. So all the mad people who do long rides, because they used to ride only joyriders 30, 40 something.
Right.
So that's how the long ride started. We did the first 200 on the Trichy highway.
Mm-hmm.
Then came the brevets.
Okay.
Products Randonneuring started. So I did the first 300 brevet in July 2015. Madras Randonneurs. That's my parent club, even today also. Going to be my permanent club forever. Managed by Partha. And so then 300, then 400, then 600. The first 600, Mr. Srinath Rajam, he was personally monitoring our training for that. 600 is a big thing.
Yeah.
Big thing, 600. My God. But luck would have it, out of our entire gang, only I could finish the 600. The first 600.
Amazing.
Then 200, already it was over in Chennai by the Madras Randonneurs. So I had to finish my first SR. I had to go to Kerala for the first time in my life. I never been to Kerala before that, because hardly any army in Kerala state.
Right.
So I went to Cochin to do the 200 brevet in October 2015, so that I can finish my first SR. That's how my SR series started. Then I did everywhere. I did in Delhi, I did in Lucknow, I did everywhere. So then Bombay. Then I finished SR series 4 times, fifth time also. And but somehow I shifted from there to Chennai. Chennai, the moment I came, there was a season's first brevet to night brevet to Trichy. Then after 1 day gap, then I sustained a fractured left ankle.
Oh.
Yeah, at home only. I get all injuries at home only, not outside. So I slipped in the washroom and fractured, and for 1 month I was in plaster, and another 1 month with a ortho boot. So my entire plans to go for PBP 2019. So I had to put a stop to that.
Okay.
Otherwise, I would have gone for 2019 PBP.
Right.
That's why second time I went to Chennai, because all my friends, entire gang, they are in the Chennai.
Correct.
So I didn't go. So that's how the cycling the journey started.
Quite a journey. Over the years. One thing that kind of what I noticed from your account of this is it doesn't matter where you are,
Yes, exactly.
and it doesn't matter what else is going on in terms of professional life. It could be you are in a place as volatile as Congo, where you had the responsibility of setting up multiple multi-specialty hospitals. You have been taking care of all those responsibilities in all sorts of situations, but it did not stop you from doing what you love in
Yes.
terms of running, later cycling. It has been a constant throughout your journey. Amazing, sir.
Yeah.
So, but this is, we'll get back to cycling and we'll talk about all the adventures that you have done. But I also want to bring out your multifaceted, adventurous, nature. You've been mountaineer and you have scaled, quite a few peaks, and you are a avid mountain biker who have covered almost all corners of India on a motorbike. Take us through some of those experiences.
Yeah, yeah. As a young captain, I volunteered for paras. Para is who lands with a parachute. So, but my bad luck, that commanding officer that time is no more. He died after a few years with a heart attack. So that's what happens. People with negative kind of mind. So when I applied, he said that what happened nowadays to youngsters, they are volunteering for all these things and you will break your knees and bones. And same guy, after a few years, he died of heart attack. So he didn't forwarded my the application. I said that hell with you. I just left it. Then the next commanding officer came. Excellent person. He is in Jaipur. He retired from Air Force. Later on, shifted to Air Force and retired as a group captain. MS Bhatnagar, Mahendra Swaroop Bhatnagar. Excellent person. See the contract, the previous commanding of this gentleman. After he came as my commanding officer, immediately I went for my mountaineering course to Himalayan Mountaineering Institute, Darjeeling. So there I did. Then after that, I was detailed by Indian Mountaineering Federation through Army Adventure Wing with Italian team to Mount Satopant in Garhwal Himalayas. So that happened during the time of the first Gulf War. So we had gone there for Mount Satapant, and after that, see, as you rightly said, anything which comes in my way, I just grab it instead of feeling disgusted. And so whatever opportunity comes or a threat, so I convert that into opportunity, or the opportunity I exploit fully.
Right.
So then when I went to Congo, and I myself and one of my other colleague, he is a Brigadier Patel, he is a surgeon. So we were the first one to climb live volcano, Mount Niragongo.
Wow.
In Virunga Mountains Wildlife Sanctuary. So we were the first one to reach the top in the entire brigade group of Indian Army. So as I said, the place is not important. So that's how then shifted to running and the cycling. When I was as an instructor in officers training the school in Lucknow, so that time one letter came that there is a Himex car ride. So send the teams from various training centers. So when I volunteered for that along with my another senior colleague, the deputy commandant, he said that who will give the vehicle, what will do, and again same negative mind. So later on he died few years back from Chennai only. So that gentleman, I said that hell with you. So then I came with a proposal that let me go with my own the car Maruti 800 brand new ones to cover the entire country. So that's how it started. And another mentor in the army, he is general now, retired, a very senior colleague of mine, General Bikash Mohanty. He's in Bhubaneswar. So he is the one who said that okay. He went and spoke to our Director General, and so we came up with a proposal to visit all the historical places of Army Medical Corps in the country since Britishers' time.
Right.
So then we got four those Himik same car ride the gypsies. They were all after the event. They were all neglected and just people. They stripped off everything, and we had to work for 4 months in Delhi to revive those vehicles, and we took off for the another historic, the first ever motor adventure event of our Army Medical Corps, our Heritage Car Run that entered Limca Book of Records later on. That was in 1996. So that's how it happened. Then I was in Delhi during Kargil time, so I was managing, coordinating everything during the Kargil war. So next year, and my colleague and myself, and who are with me in the same the previous expedition, one is retired, he is a senior colleague, General Jagtar Singh, and the one is Brigadier Bhatti. He's a motorbiker. So we planned a Himalayan motorbike expedition from Lucknow to all those places where the Kargil war was fought. So that's how. But so I was the General Jagtar, he couldn't come, and so I was the leader, team leader, and we took those Suzuki Feros, the first batch Suzuki Feros, and from Lucknow we went to via Manali Leh axis to Leh, Kargil, Dras, entire Batalik sector, Khardungla. Khardungla was the world's highest motorable highway those days.
Right.
And we went to Nubra Valley, Makhunda, then up to the Siachen base camp.
Wow.
So that's how the first real the two-wheeler the adventure started. So that was the first ever motorbike expedition of Army Medical Corps.
Right.
Then when I went to the Northeast, so there I was very busy. It was a 600-bedded hospital, and I used to be very, very busy. So once I proved my worth by getting a best hospital trophy and Army Commander citation for that hospital. Before I move out from that place, I thought, let me fulfill my other desire for the motorbike. I thought that nobody knows where are the 5 states and where are the 8 northeastern states. What are the capitals? Nobody knows. Even after serving there, even I was not so clear about.
Correct.
I thought, let me explore the entire Northeast, all 8 states, all borders on my same Suzuki Fero. So in 2015, I'd been to Nathula in Sikkim, that is China border, then Bumla in Arunachal Pradesh, China border, and I'd been to one place called Hatungla. It is facing China, so I am the first one, perhaps the last one in the history, to reach there on a two-wheeler.
Wow.
Is in high altitude. So then went to another Myanmar border in More in Manipur, and Bangladesh border Akhoda near Agartala in Tripura. So I had been to entire northeast on that same historic the bike. When I was going to Mizoram, that time. So I said that now let me join a bigger bike groups so that I can explore further. So there I went to that Royal Enfield guy, and he showed me the Cafe Racer. It is the latest. I said I want to get the latest bike. So that's how I saw, and somehow I couldn't. I didn't like. So then I went to, after going to Lucknow, so we were doing motorbike adventures on my friends' bikes, of course, on my same Suzuki Fero. We went to a place called Munsiari. It's called Mini Ladakh in Uttarakhand. Went to Bodh Gaya and like that. So then I told my friend, okay, let me go for the Thunderbird. He said, no, sir, go for Himalayan. So Himalayan, it was not available because the BS3, it was stopped because of the pollution norms change. Then my same old buddy Sachin Chavan was with Royal Enfield. So he came for the rescue, and so I got the first BS4 bike in the country 2 months before rest of the country, Himalayan BS4. And then immediately in 2017, September, within few days, I went to a very long international ride to Nepal and Bhutan from Lucknow.
Amazing.
Yeah. So then after that, one of my cycling that I will cover later on, one long cycling we wanted to do from east to west. So then I came up with the idea, why not go by motorbikes and see the entire area before. So then myself and my buddies, which includes Srikumar Natarajan from Chennai, is a very famous, he used to conduct boot camps along with Mr. Srinath Rajam.
Right.
So we, four of us, we took off from Chennai. We went to easternmost Kibitu, then from there to westernmost Koteshwar in Kutch, and then to Kanyakumari and back to Chennai. So it was a very historic, first time 11,500 kilometers in one go on the same Himalaya.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's how these rides on the motorbike happened. And as far as the four-wheeler racing is concerned, just before going to Congo, and I did the same earlier used to be called Himex car ride, now renamed it as Raid D Himalaya, which happens, it starts from Shimla, goes along Manali Leh axis and culminates at Leh. It is a both four-wheelers and two-wheelers, and in the four-wheeler there is a extreme category, which is the racing. There's a transport section and a competitive section. Again, we converted one gypsy into rally modified gypsies again with the same my colleague, Brigadier Bhatti. So we went there and we were the first racing team of Army Medical Corps.
Nice.
We could get a podium finish in that event. See, this is how the four-wheeler, which I still explore. After I fractured my ankle in Chennai, the moment the ortho boot is out, immediately I took off for coast to coast and Kanyakumari motorbike ride. So this is still going on. So I do back-to-back running, cycling, and motorbiking.
Great, great. Again, the same, grabbing opportunities wherever they, even at the faintest chance of an opportunity, you see that and grab that and make it really something special experience for yourself and others, which is really commendable. Now, coming back to cycling, you have done all these SRs, and what is the longest ride you have done?
Yeah. See, after doing the SRs, then we did 1,000 brevet also with same Madras Randonneurs and from Chennai to Vijayawada and back.
Wow.
Yeah, so that was in 2016. I think it was the month of March or April. It was one of the toughest because of the climate and strong crosswinds, both while going and while returning. Mohan Subramani was there with our in our team. Yeah. So after the 1,000 brevet, see, every time when you do these brevets, one thing gets into mind: why am I doing this stupid activity? I'll never sit on the saddle again, especially on the 1,000 brevet. So after finishing, I told Sundaran, I'll throw my bike into the Kovam River, and this is enough. There is nothing to look for. I have done what's there beyond this. So Mr. Sundarajan, he said that no, there's many more to come. So that's how I was about to move out of the Chennai in 2016. So the Rotary Foundation, they were celebrating the 100 years. So Mr. Sundarajan is from Gindi Engineering College. He is an old student, and one of his junior batch students, Mr. Ambala Vanan. So he was taking over as the president of the Chennai Midtown Rotary as the president. So then he was organizing every year smaller rides on cycle. So then he approached Mr. Sundarajan that why not do a bigger one this time. So then we had a few discussions, myself, Mr. Sundarajan, Mr. Ambalvanan, and various other functionaries of the Rotary. Then we came out with this idea of doing Kashmir to Kanyakumari. And by the time, so I moved out to Lucknow, and of course, on telephone and through WhatsApp, the discussions were going on. We selected 21 teammate total, the team, which includes very renowned people like the present DGP of Tamil Nadu, Dr. Sailendra Babu, IPS. So he was our team member. And Manepilli Vinay Babu, another super kind of rider. And he quit his the banker's job as vice president Kotak Mahindra to do the event with us.
Wow.
Yeah. Then the Bhaskaran, he did PBP. So he was there with us. Another Yuva, who also did PBP. So like that, we selected the many people, 21 of us. We didn't do the straight stretch from Kashmir to Kanyakumari.
A few riders from Bangalore also.
Yeah, Bangalore also. Dheeraj and the another one.
Vidya Chandran and all the.
No, Vidya Chandran, he was not there.
Okay, it's
Yeah, so they're in the next event. So, but being a centennial year of the Rotary, so we wanted to cover the maximum number of Rotary districts, 27 Rotary districts. So that's how we had to take a longer route, 4,500 kilometers.
Okay.
Otherwise, Kashmir to Kanyakumari is much.
3,000 hours.
Yeah. So we had gone on a longer route via Jaipur, then Ajmer, then Udaipur, then Ahmedabad, Bombay, like that. So we came to Chennai also, and when we reached Salem, so that time it was declared that she is no more. The Iron Lady, Jayalalitha ji.
Okay.
And it was had it happened while we were in just 2 days before in Chennai, so our ride would have called off there. So that's how. So I was the first one to reach Kanyakumari that day in our team, and because I rode non-stop from Kollam to Kanyakumari. Right. So that's how this Kashmir to Kanyakumari happened. So after that, we went for our mini get-together of our K2K team to Camp Discovery in Nilgiris at Kotagiri. So one of our teammates, Kannan Ramchandran, so he organizes the outbound those training activities for the corporates in that Camp Discovery in Kotagiri. So we had a mini get-together where Dr. Sailendra Babu, Mr. Sundarajan, and all those places, people, they were there. So then I came out with this idea. We already done north to south, because I never get satisfied.
Yes, of course.
Why not
What's the next
do the east and west?
Right.
So that's how that whole idea came up, and
you did a recce on the motorbike.
So then we went on a recce for another historic ride, 11,500. That is the longest ride in my life on motorbike. So then somehow we were not finding the suitable agency to support our ride. Then Mr. Sundarajan, he wrote a book, Pedal Shakti. So that was released in 2000. That was in 2000, I think, end of 18 or beginning of 19.
Mm-hmm.
So there, Dr. Sailendra Babu, he told the Lions people few days before that, so they will be there, and please go and meet Brigadier. I'm already Major General that time, Major General Mohan.
Mm.
And because the Lions people, they approach him for some function.
Right.
So then, so Lions people, they came to me, and so they discussed, and that's how this the another second event started. 2D Lions. First was 2D Rotary Kashmir to Kanyakumari 4,500.
Mm.
So this one, Mr. Sundarajan also he was supposed to come, but he had knee issues.
Right.
Got operated both knees, and both knees are
Replaced.
and joint replacement done. After that, now so he is a real
Now
role
he's
model
good.
for everyone.
Now he's
So
back on the bike.
Yeah, he did the 600 breves. Now we are planning to ride from India to London on bicycle.
What
So
a
that,
guy.
yeah.
What a guy.
So I don't know how it happens because Dr. Sailendra Babu, he'll be superannuating next year. So maybe three of us and we don't know, all opportunities and God's grace.
Right.
So he was out. So because of the fund issues and lines, and so only 12 of us we did that 2D lines. Kutch to Guwahati. Initially, we thought of doing from that Kibitu to Koteshwar. That's why we had gone on motorbike.
Mm-hmm.
But taking so many people and with the support vehicles and all, it was, I thought it is not appropriate
Mm-hmm.
because various, see, in a two people or three people, it's okay. But taking such a big and they're all restricted areas.
Correct.
So then we restricted to Kutch,
Okay.
Bhuj to Kamrup. So K2K, K2K 2. Kamrup is the other name of the Guwahati, that's the Kamrup district.
Okay.
Or a Kamakhya is there.
Right.
So Kutch to Kamrup. So K2K. It is 3,200 kilometers event. This was supported by the same Lions people.
Club.
So then the last year, after that, I was riding everywhere, and after retirement, shifted to Secunderabad. I was riding with our local group, Happy Hyderabad group. Is coordinated by the bicycle mayor, Mr. Santana Selvan of Hyderabad. So I was riding with them and doing various events, and then last year my buddy of the previous two K2Ks and my that international ride to Nepal, Bhutan, and three corners of the country, all he's my buddy. I have initiated him into cycling while I was in Lucknow. He is Rakesh Kumar Pavan.
Mm-hmm.
He studied in Nainital Sainik School. He stays in Aurangabad, Bihar. Most of the people, they're not aware of, there's another Aurangabad. It is a district headquarters. It is on the Golden Quadrilateral highway itself, between Varanasi and Bodh Gaya. So last year he took off because I thought of going, but I said that chalo, let us see later on. And but he had a minor injury in Jaipur, so he had to quit. So this year again he planned, and I thought that yeah, now this time I must go with my buddy. So that's how this Golden Quadrilateral happened. So first time I didn't ride on my Merida. So I went to Patna. From there he picked me up, and I rode his the first bike, the Giant.
Okay.
So that's how the 6,083 kilometers, the Golden Quadrilateral, and it's a self-support ride.
Self-supported goal ride, which is like 6,083
3
kilometers
in 30 days. Yes.
So that is about 200 kilometers a day.
Yeah. It is actually certain days it was more than that. The longest was 277. The first 2 days, 2 days itself, 255 and 265.
Mm-hmm.
So between Aurangabad and Kolkata, we covered in 2 days, and first 5 nights we had to ride every night, and because of the road condition, because most of the places that 6 lane project is on, the roads are in very bad shape, and there's a heavy traffic now with the multi-axle trucks coming. They were overtaking each other on all 3 lanes, wherever 2 lanes and all 2 lanes, both lanes. This is very, very difficult, and that too at 63. I'll be completing 63 very soon. I'll be entering 64.
Right.
7th June I'll be completing my 60. So 63 years old fellow, and riding self-support.
With
So,
all the luggage.
yes, luggage, carrying entire luggage, and so his bike gave a lot of trouble, and spokes broke and hub broke, and wheel had to be changed, spokes became loose, multiple punctures he had. Luckily, his the original bike Giant, it behaved. So that's why old people they so old is gold. That's why always it behaved well, and so finally we finished at Aurangabad, and I'm very fortunate to be the first senior citizen, a doctor, to successfully complete the self-support ride of Golden Quadrilateral in 30 days. I'm the only Major General and equivalent in Army, Navy, Air Force to finish this. I'm the first one from Hyderabad and Telangana state to finish this.
How many people are there who have done a Golden Quadrilateral?
Very few, very few, very few.
Very few, and most of those rides were supported rides, and
Yes,
in a race format or
Yeah.
whatever. But this is doing something this
Self-support.
big,
Yes.
self-supported,
Yeah.
is very
And
very
at my age.
yeah.
And perhaps I'm the one of the very few who did Kashmir to Kanyakumari, Kutch to Guwahati, and Golden Quadrilateral.
Right.
And I'm also, maybe perhaps I'm the only one in the country, to my knowledge, that who did both on cycle and on motorbike, north south and east west.
Yeah, I am pretty sure that is you are the only guy who has done it, because it's like the factors of combining two is pretty minimal with all those components. But it is an amazing journey, right from your running to motorbiking, mountaineering to now cycling. It has been a fabulous journey of you know as you keep doing one thing, you always think of what next.
Yes.
So it becomes like uh, multiplication of one achievement after the other.
Yes.
But over the years, now you are saying you are going to be 64, but it is hard to believe looking at you, looking at your fitness. Of course, we have to believe because you are retired from army after having served nearly 37 years.
Yes.
So during that long period of service, you have served in various high positions with big responsibilities, and still continued your passion, be it for cycling or running. So what are some of the tips you would give people who people like me who do who try to fit in the endurance activities and
Yes.
life?
See, it's one of my favorite subject, passion and profession. So I keep taking motivation lectures wherever I go, like a Kodaikanal. Even if I go for a holiday, then I go to some, I'm invited to some place and for my lectures. I was invited thrice to Guwahati University, like that, various
Yeah.
schools, colleges, and it's my pet subject. Because my way of looking at the things is, whatever I could do, it should not die with me. I must like one candle lighting 1,000 candles before it gets extinguished. So my job is also I must motivate many people, and I am very happy to say that many people they got motivated. Even the elderly people they started cycling and running. That gives me immense satisfaction. So coming to the same the original question, the passion and profession. See, these are two different things. People either they pursue their passion or a profession. So for me, to my way of thinking, passion and profession both are equally important. Had I neglected my profession because I was in very busy appointments throughout, I'm very lucky, fortunate, and for the first timer in armed forces, so I was picked up and by many of my mentors, like one of them is General Bikash Mohanty, I said, and General Mahavir Singh, who is, these are all my senior colleagues, and General Satpathy. So these are the few people whom I can take their names. So I was very fortunate because of them. I was placed in a very, very difficult appointments. But as far as the career point of view are concerned, they are very important appointments, key assignments. Like I was instructor in officers training school for 4.5 years, training all doctors, dental surgeons, nursing officers from all three services. Most of my students, they are brigadiers now. And then I was as a colonel training, head of the training team in Lucknow. Then again as a commander, technical training wing, training all trades of the paramedics for 1.5 years. So I spent 10 years in Lucknow in different appointments. So they were all very busy, very busy. Then in Delhi, I was for 4 years in the headquarters handling the modernization of 53 crores project of various electromedical equipment. Those days, that was a big amount in 97, 98. Then I was a joint director training and personnel in Army headquarters, handling entire training of all ranks and also the personnel issues of the human resources of the other than the officers.
Right.
I was very busy. Then I commanded two hospitals. Both were in difficult places and operationally committed, 24/7 busy. Then again I was busy in Congo. Before that preparation, because we had to raise everything from tin to electromedical equipment, carry them there and establish. So, and I was MG Medical, head of the medicals in Bombay headquarters, Kolaba. And I was also medical head in Chennai headquarters, Dakshin Bharat area. Then I was the medical head in Pune. 11 states and 4 union territories. The health, it was under my jurisdiction, including the largest hospital in armed forces, Command Hospital Pune, and a cardiothoracic hospital, and a specialized orthopedic center in Kirki. So like that. So just to give an idea how busy I was throughout, and but at the same time I pursued all these those sports activities because my entire the free time, my holidays, my casual leave, annual leave, everything I utilize gainfully to pursue my passion rather than wasting time gossiping and enjoying and sleeping. When my daughter was born, immediately in 86, after 2 months, I was doing Himalayan mountaineering, the course.
Right.
And in Chennai, so my daughter got married in 2016 Jan, immediately after the Chennai floods. So I asked Partha, the Madras Randonneur's, the boss.
Right.
So I asked Partha, so when is your planning, when are you planning the next that 300 or 400 kilometers event in 2000, the next calendar year, because the calendar year is about to start. I asked sometime in September or October. He said that, no, I am planning, I will tell you. I said that, no, very important thing for me. I had to plan that other commitment according to this. He said, sir, okay, sir, 30th Jan now. So we'll plan and it's confirmed. Please go ahead with your planning. You know what was the planning? My daughter's marriage. So then I fixed my daughter's marriage on 17th of Jan. 25th went to Assam, Guwahati for the reception. She is married in Guwahati. My son-in-law is from Assam. He is Rahul Gogoi. My daughter is Dr. Prasanna. Both are specialists in dental surgery.
Amazing.
So 25th I attended the reception, came back to Chennai and attended that. So that's how I see the daughter's marriage is the most important. So still I had to balance both my passion and sports and my commitment for my daughters. Similarly, in 2015, I wanted to go for a tour of Nilgiris. So I don't know, maybe because of my various other previous the mountaineering and all those things, I started developing mild cataract on right eye, lower lower half. See, while most of the brevets happen day and night, and so you have to look toward right.
Right.
Who is coming, vehicle coming and all. So it was getting difficult for me actually. So then there's a very famous, the international repute eye hospital in Chennai, Shankar Netralaya. So I went there, Dr. Sudarshan, so he is the consultant. So I showed him a list of my events coming up in the next 2 months. I said that this is my list of events. Please, you tell me when can I get operated. He said that I will operate one eye first, and after a gap of a few days, the second eye. But you have to forego everything for at least minimum 3 weeks, ideally for 1 month. I said, okay, done. I must go for a tour of Nilgiris, and so I can forego all my brevets and other running and cycling and other events. So I got operated for tour of Nilgiris. Both my eyes cataract done. So I came to Bengaluru. So I took part in the tour of Nilgiris that night.
That is where we met.
So had I not met you, we would not have been discussing these issues today. So all so destiny, and so that's how. So in Akhnur, I said Napte in J&K, I was a very busy hospital, but there also I pursued my passion. Every weekend, I motivated my entire team to practice. Similarly, in Assam, though I was very busy, the moment I got the best hospital trophy and Army Commander's citation, then I pursued my passion for the motorbike. I had been to entire. So that's how I was medical head in Bombay, Chennai, and in Pune also. There also I pursued my passion, and in fact I did K2, K2, east to west to east, while I was medical head in Pune headquarters.
Right.
Yeah, like the first motorbike expedition, I was in Army headquarters, Delhi. From there, very busy appointment. From there also I could do that. So the holidays, the leave, entire thing, I keep it for my passion. So I balance. Had I neglected the professional part, I would not have reached Major General's rank and retired as the medical head in Southern Command, because that is the senior most Major General appointment where 5 Major Generals were reporting to me.
Right.
Just imagine how many brigadiers, colonel and downwards.
Correct.
So I gave equal importance for both profession and the passion. That's what I keep speaking to all the younger generation, and that's my advice to all the people. So don't neglect your professional part, because that is the bread and butter, and you can't. And passion, yes,
You have to prioritize.
Yes. So I don't play golf, which all Malaysians were supposed to do, which I never stepped into golf course. I never touched liquor in my entire life. I don't smoke. I'm not a party man. Even whenever I used to go for a mandatory parties, also there, no snacks, no drinks, and only little quantity of the food. So I'm not a party man. So there's no other activity except this. I sleep early. I don't go for partying out, and get up early. So in Lucknow, when I was a very busy appointment, you know what time we used to start cycling? 3:30.
Wow.
So that I can come back and reach my workplace before everyone.
Amazing.
So this is my message to everyone. People, they say, sorry, we don't have time, and see, you have to find out time. When I can do, uh, when I was there, so many, the most busiest appointments one can think of for a doctor in army, I was there everywhere.
Yeah.
But still I could manage because I could give equal importance to passion and the profession.
Profession. Amazing, sir. This is a really inspirational, journey. I'm sure the listeners will be able to take away so many things. What are some of the most memorable moments through your beat, the Golden Quadrilateral, or the TFN? Share some of the memorable incidents.
As far as cycling is concerned, to say a few words about tour of Nilgiris, managed by the Deepak Maji Patil, he is my best friend. So I think that is it's the number one event in the country where 110 riders, I don't know how many they are participating now,
Nearly 100,
110 riders, all the top class riders of in the country, and also people they come from abroad. They're all managed. Entire route was marked before we take off. Hats off to those volunteers and support staff. Everything from accommodation, the pit stops, then the lunch, dinner, repairs, backup, everything is such a meticulously planned, and it is the toughest event in the country because it goes through the Karnataka, Kerala, and Tamil Nadu hills. That's why I rate it as the number one event in the country, Tour of Nilgiris, and TFN. Once you do, you are a part of a family. So that's why when I went to Goa from Bombay, I went on motorbike to Karwar in Goa. So I messaged my hospital in Goa, Panjim. So I said that my teammate, she is there, Belinda.
Ah, yes.
So Belinda, I said that one is Belinda is there, and Richard
Richard
Miller.
Muller and Berlin.
Okay, and another friend is Russell. So, but luck would have it, Russell was out of the country that time. So my hospital staff from Goa, they went and contacted Belinda, and very nice of Belinda, and she's a very busy psychiatrist, and she didn't go for the consultation that day. She was waiting for me and Richard and his son, and gave us such a nice lunch for us, and that's what it's called, it's a family. Even Russell
Yeah.
still is in touch, and similarly so many the TFN members. See, it's like that's why TFN is a big family. And in fact, when we were in Bangalore recently for the Golden Quadrilateral, Dr. Shekhar Rao was my K2K2 teammate. He came with his wife. Deepak Maji Patil, he came to Vidhan Sauda and he escorted us up to Nelamangala, that Tumkur highway, on his motorbike. So that's all called, it is a family.
Yeah.
People, they come and do again and again. And you are the better person to say that because you attended all editions of TFN.
Yeah, that is very true. Because once you take part in an event like that, more than the routes, the beauty of the routes and the difficulty of the hills that you climb and all that, it is the people that we meet. Like, I had the good fortune of meeting you in 2015 on TFN, and likewise many such amazing people. We become friends for life
Yes,
after sharing the
very true.
experience
Very
like
true.
that,
Very
right?
true.
So I think that is what makes these events special, the people that
Yeah.
are part of it.
And similarly, these sports groups,
Mhm.
runners groups, cycling group, motorbiking groups, I'm there in so many all over the country.
Right.
I'll quote one example how it connects people across the length and breadth of the country. Is when I was going to Kibitu in Arunachal on motorbike, we took a detour to go to a place called Parshuram Khund. It's a very famous historical place, mythologically important. People they say that Lord Parshurama he threw his axe there in that river. So we were going there. Suddenly, I came across few cyclists coming in the opposite direction. So the moment I saw cyclists, I stopped. So I was having a chat with them, and then they said that we are coming from Duliajan for a ride, and we are going back. And they wanted to click a picture. So they wanted me to take out the helmet, and so that picture will come nicely. And the moment I took off my helmet, they said, "Mohan sir." It was, I tell you, and such a place in wilderness, and I never heard of Duliajan, but people they knew me
See.
from Duliajan Cycling Club, and that was I tell you, the greatest moment of happiness. This, see, all my friends, always I keep telling people, my friends, they range from 12 years to 85 years.
Exactly.
Recently, when I was doing Golden Quadrilateral, there is a gentleman, he is Dr. Nandakumar. He is from Krishnagiri. So I used to keep seeing his posts in Doctors and Fitness, the group. He is 85 years old and he is a motorbiker. He has got a fleet of motorbikes, still maintained in such a fantastic condition. He is a cyclist, he is a runner, he does gymnastics. He is a role model. You know, he was doing medicine from Stanley Medical College in Chennai when I was born.
Wow.
Just imagine how old he is.
85.
So he is already finishing his medicine when I was born.
Right.
So I thought I must meet him at any cost in Krishnagiri. So I messaged him and he was waiting for us in Murugan Idli in Krishnagiri and he hosted the lunch for us. So that was another greatest moment of my life, meeting such a fantastic person. And similarly, Mr. Sundarajan, he came all the way up to Sulurpet. My cycling buddies, Captain and Sudhakar, they came up to the border of Chennai and Sundarajani rode with us to this place, Vellore. Sudhakaraju rode with us to Bangalore. Dr. Sailendra Babu, in spite of his busy commitments, he came all the way to Vellore to present the memento to us, hosted the lunch for us. Vinay Babu, he is the one who made these special mementos. After quitting his banker's job, now he does the woodcraft,
Wow.
specialized.
Right.
So these are the kind of thing I would have missed had I not pursued my sports. I would have been playing golf or playing bridge and sipping liquor in officers' mess or the clubs. So I would have perished like any other veteran.
Amazing, sir.
So
And
this is the difference with the sports and only the profession.
yeah, that is very true.
Yes.
Sports, like you said, brings together so many people, like you were saying, friends of from 12 years to 85, and from all walks of life.
Yes.
That is only possible through sports,
Yeah.
right? It
Yes.
brings together like none.
And any social strata across the religions. All my friends they are from all religions, and whether he is a mechanic or to a MNC boss, They're all my friends. And many people, they don't know. One guy, he asked me, sir, everyone calls you, sir, Brig. That time I was brigadier. Sir, what is this Brig all about? I said, brigadier. They don't know, no? Because they never expected. One day they saw me going in a vehicle with a flag. Then they realize. But even no, the best thing is most of the people, they call me as a major.
Still.
Yeah.
Because.
No, they know only major part. No?
Okay.
So they cut short the general. Nobody calls me general. Everyone calls me major. I said, yeah, you're making me 30 years younger. More than.
Right.
More than 3 decades younger. So that's what happens. No religion, no social strata, and across the thing and across the age groups, it connects.
Correct.
So that gives a lot of happiness and satisfaction and the self-motivation for me also, because most of the time I also get demotivated. No?
Yeah.
So people they message me, sir, we are not seeing your post nowadays. That's why I keep posting, not to tell about what I am doing,
Right.
just to that one candle lights 1,000 candles.
Absolutely.
That's why I keep posting on social media what I am doing.
Absolutely. This has been a fantastic chat, sir. This is truly, your journey has been truly inspirational, and I am sure you would continue doing many more.
And before we conclude, one last message to everyone.
Yes, please.
Being a doctor, medical doctor, the health is of a paramount importance. Nowadays, we are seeing the singer KK died, one actor from very renowned actor from Karnataka. He died, Kunit, and the Raju Srivastava comedian, he died, and many people they died, and doing workouts and also otherwise also, because why it's happening? People they say that no, he is already into fitness and he is dying. So what's so great? So then why we should do? No, because they don't look at the other part of the lifestyle, into liquor, the partying, late nights, sitting, no sleep, lack of sleep, eating all wrong kind of food. These people, nobody knows. They see immediately, na, yeah, he is working out in the gym and he died. Then why should we do these kind of things? No. So my advice to everyone is the physical, activity is very, very important. Any kind of a physical activity, whether it is walking, jogging, running, yoga, or gym. But to start with, go in a very, very steady manner and get preventive health checkup done. There are so many packages available in the corporates, and otherwise you can go to a private physician or a consultant, get yourself evaluated. Though I am a doctor, I used to get worried whether I used to tell my colleagues also, yeah, I want to check myself. So I got fully evaluated twice by stress thallium, the scanning with a nuclear isotope, with the gamma cameras, and also I had gone up to that extent because I am into all extremes. So physical activity is important. At the same time, one has to get the preventive health checkup done, and otherwise don't blame the people who are dying, because their lifestyle is different. Follow a very, very kind of a ideal lifestyle without any vices. Eat whatever you required. When I do my extreme physical activity, that time I eat more. Rest of the time I control my diet. Other I'm a bodybuilder, I would have bloated up like anything. Now I am underweight. After this Golden Quadrilateral, I was 55.
Wow.
Weight. So this is a message I want to say to everyone, and most of the people I am seeing, especially in the corporate the sector, initially they were in a rat race. They wanted to grow in the hierarchy, and working 24 hours, eating all kind of filthy food, those fast food, and not partying. This is a big culture. Recently, one incident happened where there was a clash between the people who was very known to me. They gave a party, and there was a fight between that pub staff and them. They were rounded up. though they were not at fault. They were kept in the custody for the whole night, and with a lot of interventions, finally they left them. And this is what happens. So this is a multinational companies, 24 hours lifestyle, working against their capability and physical fitness, eating all there's a fast food and lack of sleep, lack of physical exercise. They bloat up like anything. Nowadays, you must have seen on the social media, many people they know, I was 94, now I am 54 after starting. But why happened that?
True.
So simultaneously, you follow some kind of exercise, diet restriction, and adequate sleep, then nothing will happen. Otherwise, after some time, once they reach some particular stage, then they are worried about. That's why most of the cyclists and runners, they're all from the same kind of category people.
Yeah, including me.
So why it should be?
Right.
It should be from the right beginning itself. So this is a message I wanted to
Definitely.
give it to the everyone.
No, that is a great point and a great point to end on, because the taking care of people tend to blame exercise when things like this happen, but you have to look at a lot of other factors like the lifestyle, the importance of sleep cannot be overstressed. So are you getting enough sleep, good quality sleep, 8 hours of good quality sleep? With all the kind of strenuous exercise, are you eating enough nutrients, like good nutrients? So all this becomes very important, and like you said, being fit and being healthy can be two different things, and you need to get yourself checked periodically. And that is a very, very important thing, because you can be fit and still be unhealthy at times. So that is also very important. Thank you, sir, for giving that important message, and thank you for sharing your journey with the Working Athlete podcast.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Shivanki, once again for coming all the way from Bengaluru.
Thank you.
Thank you.